You're sitting on the couch, maybe scrolling on your phone, when your dog walks over with a toy in their mouth. They stop right in front of you. They look at you. Maybe their tail starts moving a little faster. They drop the toy near your hand. And just as you reach for it, they grab it again. You try once more. Same thing. They pull it back, holding on tightly, almost like they're teasing you. It looks like they want to play, but at the same time, they won't let you. So what are they actually trying to do? Because this behavior can feel confusing, almost contradictory. They bring you the toy, but they don't really give it to you. They stay close, but they keep control. And it's easy to wonder if they're just being stubborn or playful in a way that doesn't quite make sense. But your dog isn't being difficult here. In fact, they're doing something very natural, something that sits right at the center of how dogs build connection. Dogs don't think about interaction the same way humans do. For us, an object has a clear purpose. A ball is for throwing. A toy is something you give and receive. But for your dog, the object is often just a bridge. The real focus isn't the toy. It's you. This moment usually happens in very familiar situations. When you've been sitting for a while, when the house feels quiet, when your dog hasn't had your full attention for some time. They approach slowly, holding something in their mouth. Not rushing, not demanding, just present. And they position themselves right in front of you, close enough that you can't ignore them. From an instinctive level, this comes from a mix of play behavior and social bonding. Dogs evolved to interact through movement, through shared activity. In a pack, play isn't just entertainment. It's communication. It's relationship building. So when your dog brings you a toy, they're not simply offering it. They're inviting you into an interaction. But here's where it becomes more interesting. When they don't let go, they're shaping that interaction in their own way. Instead of handing over the object, they keep a part of it. They maintain a connection point, something that keeps both of you engaged at the same time. You might notice how they lean slightly backward as you reach, or how they tighten their grip just enough to create tension. Not aggressive, not defensive, just enough to keep the moment alive. It's a quiet form of communication, a way of saying, "Stay here with me." Think about a moment you've probably experienced. You reach for the toy again, and your dog steps back just a little. Their eyes stay on you. Their body stays relaxed. Their tail moves, not wildly, but with a steady rhythm. They're watching your reaction more than the object itself, because what they're really responding to is your engagement. This behavior is closely tied to attention-seeking, but not in a demanding way. It's not about urgency. It's about connection. Your dog has learned that bringing you something creates a response. It gets your focus. It shifts your attention toward them. And by not letting go, they extend that moment. They turn a simple action into an interaction that lasts longer. But here's something most pet owners don't realize. Your dog's brain isn't just focused on play here. It's also processing something deeper about social closeness. In the wild, cooperative play helps animals build trust. It creates a shared rhythm, a back and forth that reinforces connection without conflict. So when your dog holds onto the toy while you try to take it, they're creating that same dynamic, a gentle push and pull, a shared moment of tension and release. Not competition, connection. And you can see this in the way they behave if you stop responding. If you suddenly lose interest, your dog often reacts immediately. They move closer again. They nudge toward you. Sometimes they even reposition themselves to regain your attention. The object hasn't changed, but the interaction has. And that's what matters to them. There's also another layer to this behavior that shows up in quieter moments. Sometimes your dog brings you a toy when you're working, or when you're distracted, or when the environment feels still. They don't bark. They don't demand. They simply arrive, holding something familiar, and wait. This is a softer form of communication. a way of re-establishing connection without interrupting too aggressively. The toy becomes a kind of signal, a neutral offering that invites interaction without pressure. And when they don't let go, they're not rejecting you. They're holding on to the moment. You might notice how this behavior evolves over time. At first, it might feel random, occasional, something your dog does when they feel playful. But gradually, it becomes part of your shared routine. They learn when you're most likely to respond. They learn how close to stand, how long to wait, how much tension to apply. And without realizing it, you learn too. You start recognizing the look in their eyes, the way they approach, the subtle shift in their posture. This is how relationships between humans and dogs quietly develop. Through small, repeated interactions that don't seem significant on the surface, but carry meaning underneath. Over time, your presence becomes something your dog actively seeks out, not just for activity, but for connection. And these moments with the toy become one of the ways they maintain that connection. There's something else happening here as well. When your dog holds onto the toy, they're staying physically engaged with you. There's a shared focus, a shared object, a shared moment in time. This helps regulate their energy. It gives them a sense of structure within the interaction. Instead of chaotic play, it becomes a controlled exchange, a rhythm. And in that rhythm, your dog finds something familiar, something predictable, something safe. Because at its core, this behavior isn't really about possession. It's not about keeping the toy away from you. It's about staying connected to you. The toy is just a medium. The real intention is the interaction itself. A quiet request for your attention. A subtle way of saying, "Be here with me." And when you start to see it that way, the behavior feels different. Less confusing, less contradictory, more intentional, more meaningful. Because your dog isn't trying to take something away from you. They're trying to create something with you. A shared moment, a small exchange, a connection that exists in that space between holding on and letting go. And sometimes, the most meaningful parts of your relationship with your dog aren't in the big, obvious moments. They're in these small, almost unnoticed interactions. A toy held just out of reach. A gentle pull. A quiet invitation to stay present. In your dog's world, that moment is enough. Because in that moment, they're not just playing. They're connecting. And that connection is what they were looking for all along. When does your dog usually bring you toys? During quiet moments, when you're busy, or at a specific time of day. How does your dog react when you try to take the toy? Do they pull away, stay still, or turn it into play? Share your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. And I'll see you in the next video.